Hi everyone, it's Carrie. We are at Target today. We are going to check out what's new. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back everyone. I am happy that you are all here. We're going to start off in the dollar section, which quickly becomes the $50 section. Those were really cute snowflake bowls and plates, small in size. They were porcelain, ceramic. They were breakable. Those are little tiny like trinket dishes. That's what those were. We are going to look at, oh my goodness, we're going to try to find all the new things. We will go over some Christmas, but I'm going to be honest with y'all, a lot of the stores are starting to sell out of Christmas. So I know a lot of people in October and November are like, what in the world? Why do we have Christmas so early? Because it's the first week of Christmas and like a lot of it's gone. Like Hobby Lobbies, moving it out. Target, I went to two different stores. One of them had no Christmas trees. This one in particular in Winter Garden had no Christmas trees left, none. There was another one we had gone to in Mount Dora. We had been up there for the day, and that one did have a couple, but not a whole lot. A lot of New Year's items starting to come in. So these are glass flutes. They have little stars on those. I thought those were kind of cute. $3 for those. Gold and silver disco balls, little ornaments there. What is this? Little shot glass necklaces. They've got them in that green, silver, gold. So these are $5. They said they were little snack containers, but I'm going to be honest with you. Does that not look like something you could decorate your bathroom with? Put like, oh, I don't know, Q-tips, cotton balls. They're very cute. It did say that you could put snacks in those. Then we've got our New Year's glasses. It said $3, but everything here was $4. So we've got all of our little spritz party wear for New Year's. And if I said 4th of July, I hope I didn't say 4th of July. I think I said New Year's earlier. It's been a day. Little cheers straw. And then we've got our New Year's paper plates. That's fun with the disco ball on there. All right, we're going to check out some lighting. So these lights, $40. These are kind of cool. They're rechargeable, battery operated. You can hang them anywhere. Lots of flexibility with that. This LED wall light for pictures, go to Amazon. Get it cheaper at Amazon. Sorry, Target, but I got to call it like it is. You can get that one cheaper at Amazon. Rechargeable wall light here. This one is gold. It's pretty. $78. And we're going to take a look at some of the other lamps that they have here. $75. These come with the shades. Let's see, these over here are $90. I think I've said before, I do feel like right now some of the Target lamps are a little bit on the expensive side. Other ones are in the ballpark, but $100 for, is this one 90, 70? What are we talking about here? 78 here. They're more expensive than a lot of the lamps that you're going to find at Home Goods. $78 for that smaller one. I'm always trying to double check too to make sure that the tag is where I'm looking and that is the correct lamp. So those were. But this one here, $30 for the gold ones. And these are $40. I think these are super funky. I think these are cool for $40. And that green one over here at the far end coordinates with those battery operated ones. This one does plug in, as do those. I love that. So these all plug in. They're not battery operated, but they are super small. I love that kind of compact size. $12. Those have shades on those. And I did want to show you this one. The model home tour that I took you all through in the last video, sorry, I had to think, had a lamp just like that one in the office. These are battery operated, $20. I thought those were pretty fun. Then I found some super cool things over here. A Raincloud lamp. If you have a little storm chaser in your life, that might be a fun gift. $25 for that one, $25 for the little, kind of thinking of my grandson for that one. We've got our little astronaut also. He loves astronauts. Do you all have little ones that like that kind of lighting? Then we've got lava lamps. Those are pretty cool. Lots of storage. That is the other thing we are starting to see come into the stores. I did end up purchasing this basket. It was $34, $34.99, so basically $35. I needed something to put throw blankets in. So we will take a look at more of the storage items. Everything from here on out, after they start to clear up Christmas, we're going to go into storage, and then kind of the refresh of home decor, which some of that is starting to sneak into the stores. So I thought these were pretty fun, these Bright Room. I do like the Bright Room brand storage containers. $8, $5. Those fold flat. They are also stackable. Good variety of colors, good variety of sizes. These also, okay, hold on, we got to check this one out. These roll under, so $15. These roll under a bed. So they do come with a set of 4 casters that you pop on the bottom. So it's an underbed rolling storage bin. I love that. Good use of space. We've got our 2-tier tower there. That one is $17. Over the door hanger, that one's $12. This little system right here, we did end up grabbing this little modular drawer system. Needed something a little bit more for when our grandson's over. He does keep some things at our house. So that's going to be the perfect little container for him, but they also have it in a really pretty kind of mauve and pink variation. Let me see, I actually want this one right here. And then we're going to show you this one, but we had a tough time figuring this out. So for $9, kind of has a little bit of a tackle box feel to it. That pops off. This handle lifts up. We are showing you for real, like I can't do that one-handed. So I'm going to enlist my husband to help me with this one. There we go. And then it goes right back in the top. Maybe, right? Okay, we can do this. It took 2 of us. Technically 2 hands. My goodness. I love storage. Does anyone else love storage? Is this kind of your thing? That comes with handles. So those are caddies. Pops on the top there. And then all these different clear ones. These are great for pantries, closets, linen closets, places where you want to be able to see what's in there. These are wood. So the smaller crates are 10, the larger ones are 20. And then if you need storage for all of your Christmas items, those are 14. That taller one, I assume that's for maybe wrapping paper. I think that's what that one's for. This container's 14. They do include the lids. You just have to grab the lid with the container. It's $22. That is a 2-tier organizer. That one was metal. This is a soft fabric side, and these have the zip top over it. So this is going to keep dust out of your decorations right there. Zips right over. That one's 12, then 15 for the larger one, and 12 for the tree bag. That's not too bad. Soft-sided ornament storage. That'll hold 72 probably standard size ornaments, I would say. This one is adjustable, so you can put those little, kind of dividers in there based on the size of your ornaments. We've got all the red and green stackable ornaments here. The lower box, $22. You could put wrapping paper in that one also. It was long enough. That great big tote right there. That one, $25. That's not too bad for a container as large as that is. And then you have the solid colored ones, just in case you don't want the clear. $9 for that clear one. And they have the handles that latch over the side and lock down. All right, I found some sharper image items over here that I thought were pretty fun. So we've got a neckwear, hot and cold on that one. I thought that was pretty neat. I use ice on my shoulders and neck if I get migraines, and it helps a lot. So I wonder how that cold one would work. The salt lamp diffuser, I think that's pretty cool, $50. The Word Clock Pro, I don't think I've heard of one of those before. $45 for that one. We've got some lanterns. $45 for a dash cam, that's not a bad deal. They also had that air compressor for $35. We've got a shaved ice machine for $30, and then a s'mores maker. I love that. $30 for that. All right, Magnolia had some shower curtains that I had not seen before. Mostly in neutral colors, you know, just kind of the whites. This one over here with this kind of beige background with a bit of a green and blue. And her glass bathroom items over here. So these are all glass. Anywhere from $10, $12, just depending on which item you pick in there. The towels are very pretty. That's a nice green on there. And those are $13 for the hand towels. That's a different style hand towel. This bath towel is $17. It's got that pretty green. Down on the bottom, I just noticed there's blue. So they have that one in green and they have it in blue. That's pretty. It's a very lightweight basket. That one is $25. It's good size, good for storage. There are some blankets in there, toys, dog toys. $13. Some candles. One of them is called Salt is the fragrance on this one. The other one was like Palmetto? I'm going to say that wrong. Sorry about that. $20. That was a little hand towel stand. I like these little white containers. For the bathroom, those are pretty. They almost have a milk glass look to them. That is a toilet paper stand, and then a little like tray on top. Magnolia has this. It's one mirror with three. It's one piece with 3 mirrors in it. Sorry about that. And we have gone over all of the barware, Christmas dishes, the Christmas foods. I think those are in the last couple of Target videos that we did. I'm trying to see if I can find anything new in here. I feel like the strainer, maybe we have not seen that before. The wrapping papers we have seen. They're very pretty though. $30 there if you need your twine. I don't think I've seen the treat bags. I feel like those are new. The wrapping papers we have definitely seen. Yep, we've seen all those. Have we seen these little bows? Those are really cute for the gift packages. These candle holders, they hold 3 candles each, and they hold the larger base candles. So that is $25. The Hearth and Hand candles, they are much larger than a standard taper candle. I've seen the tea kettles. I do like these also for storage. $15 and $17 for the larger size. $6 for these little coffee cups. I like the finish on those. There are matching dishes and serveware for that also. A marble utensil holder, that's pretty fun. That is $25. The marble tray is $25. Let's see what other barware items we can find in here. And there is the matching plates, bowls, and pitcher. But I do like these boards. Both are $25. They have like, can you see that little kind of scallop cut edge all the way around? I thought those were really pretty. You can hang little herbs on there to dry, or your towels. And then her different foods over here. Have you all tried her frozen foods from Magnolia Table? It's in the freezer section at most Target stores. The small section, the cookies are so good. The cinnamon rolls are good. We've tried most all of it and love it. Coffee cups down here. These might make a good gift also if you're looking for something kind of easy with some hot cocoa. Wanted to check out the pillows over here. These are pretty. Trying to figure out the pillows. I think these are $32 according to that sign. I like the striping on the back. The inside, it's not a down pillow. I think it's just kind of a standard kind of cottony center. Let's put it this way. You're not going to get a chop out of those pillows. You know what I'm saying? They're going to stay pretty square. They've got some good greens. I like the texture on that side too. So I thought this was a pretty neat piece. There was no price tag on that, but it was metal, kind of a champagne gold. I thought that was really pretty. So we'll check out some of the artwork that they have at the store. Those were $95 for a 3-pack. They're pretty, not $95 pretty. That is a 2-pack. I love that also. Holding hands there. A little modern 2-pack down there. I do like this one. They did not have prices on those. I think that's a super fun piece. This one, $45. Yikes. Wait till these go on sale. There's some really good pieces in here. Like this one here. This is pretty cool. I love the greens. It's 3-pack, but $95 for that. I just feel like I would hang until those go on sale, and then that would be a better deal. Definitely a lot of nice pieces in here, but just in comparison, see, $65 for a 2-pack. $26. This is a pretty small piece of artwork up here. Let me show you just in the size of my hand. So that one's $16. I won't gripe too much about that one being $16, but those $95 ones over there, let's hold off until there's a sale on the art. Some pretty items in here though. This one has a bit of a tapestry look to it right there, I think. That's what it looks like, is a piece of fabric. 2-pack also. As is that one. There's a lot of, I love that they're in the 2-packs like that. That's a good way to get coordinating pieces. That is really pretty too. All right, here are some of the spring items starting to, or we're going to call them January items because it's not spring, but that January refresh that a lot of us like to do in our house. I love those green. I love the blue. They didn't have a lot of prices set out here. I'm sure the pricing will be coming soon. Yeah, the price tags on these items. I don't think It says $40 for a threshold tray. I don't know if that's the tray they're talking about. We'll give them a minute before we check on the pricing, but at least we're getting to see a couple of the things that are coming in. This wood tray here, I like the detail on that one. It spied that mustard yellow hello sign to the right there. I didn't notice that when I was in the store. The olive trees, I'll get you a price on those in a little bit. Let me see. Actually, there might be one on here. Bear with me. Can we see this? $150. I don't know if it's as good as the olive tree that Costco does, but it was nice. This is the one that did not have a tag on it. Yeah, there was no price on that one. We'll check back on that as they bring more inventory in. Are any of you hosting New Year's? $15. These would be really fun. What do you all do for New Year's? We stay home. I think we've just always stayed home. $20 for this ice bucket. This one is fun. I love the silvers. Some good pottery coming in for the January refresh. I don't think I've seen these pillows before. They had them in green and red. I love the ruffles. The filling on that felt a little bit more like you could get a chop in there, meaning probably some sort of feathery type of mix. Something that just makes it, you know exactly what I'm talking about, where you can just put your hand in it, goes down a little bit. These I think are in our ideal, right? So $20 for a 2-pack. There's some good color choices in here. And then down on the bottom, the really big ones, these are $30, and they're pretty big pillows. That has a pretty fringe on there. Good detail on those. The textured ones, these are $25. That's a good blue. These are much bigger pillows down here. Those are $30. Here's a blue one down here that has that fringe on it. It's interesting. 2 sides have blue fringe, 2 sides have the creamy white. So $30 for some throw blankets. Some are $34. Pretty colors in these. This one also very pretty. Let me get this so you can see it. It has some olive greens and blues. Then up top here, $20, just some pretty solid throw blankets. But they had a good selection of colors up there. Then we've had, are these chenille? Yes. So those are the threshold. These look like a sweatshirt. That's kind of cozy. A little bit fuzzy though on the inside. It's a pretty good selection of pillows. Pillows and blankets. These were right behind me. I want to show you this other one. So it says $25, but like I said, everything's kind of moving and shaking around here. I do like this one. And then there are those blue and green pillows we looked at, so you can see the size a little bit better. I found some more spring items here. So this is a wreath. There was no pricing yet on these items. And the tags that you see are not correct right now. Some florals, these are pretty. Those might be 20 and 18. Like I said, we'll come back, we'll check everything out, give them a couple weeks to reset. I love that green base. Says $30 on those potted plants. These are fun. A little bit of texture around there. They come in two sizes. This is the smaller of the two. The larger one was the first one that we had looked at. I still have plenty of Christmas items, little pillows, cozy blankets, pillows. I like that. The white one up top was $20. Ooh, there's, speaking of cozy, we've got some really fuzzy faux fur. That's a throw blanket. There were some pillows down below. Those cream colored ones are $30. This is a Studio McGee bench. We've got this table, round table, big chunky legs on that one. $160 for that table. This one comes in at $100, just a good solid wood top, metal base. That one is $150. That's also a Threshold McGee. I'll have to hold the camera way up here. So this ottoman, $110. It's a really good chocolate brown. $90 for the round leather type ottoman. This fabric one, I thought this was, and I'll show you, there's some fun little colors in here. This one is $40. You can see all the different colors in there. That's pretty fun. A little basic cube, that one is $40. And $70, this one way up on top. The top does open on this one for storage. This one, can you see what, yeah, I was able to see a little bit higher. I had the camera way over my head. That one has a metal base. That one is $90. Marble tops on those gold bottoms. I love those. $130 each. They didn't have this one out, but I thought that was pretty fun. It was a really neat green. This little bench was $100. And the one down below here, this one is $160, and the top does open for storage also in that one. They had some upholstered counter stools right there. Those were $150 each. I'm just kind of poking around to see what is over here. The Room Essentials, $120. That's a 2-pack. Down below, they have, whoops, this one's upside down. Let me show you this one. 30-inch counter stool. Has that kind of seagrass back on that. I love that. Those are $100 each. All right, some more organization things. So for your bathroom, this is a little 2-set right there, and it is on one little base. $5. These are all plastic, but a really cool green. So you got 2 different colors in this whole section over here, but different ways to organize the bathroom, refresh the bathroom. Pretty budget friendly. Some of these, that big spinning one was $12, as was that larger organizer. This container, this has a lid on it, 3-compartment seat. Doesn't this kind of look like what we saw when we first came in the dollar section? I wouldn't put snacks in it. Right away I thought to put Q-tips in it. Also over in the bath area, $35 if you need maybe new guest towels for company coming. But these are pretty. These are glass. These were both heavy like marble. I don't know what kind of stone it was. Let me bring this tray up so we can see it. Very pretty berry color on that one.
I feel like we drove out of
and the green is beautiful.
I don't know, dude.
I think Claremont all day. They've got a few shower curtains over here. This one's fun. I have yet to see that behavior in Claremont. Sorry, $25 for those shower curtains up top. I think that whole section was 25. Except that green one was 30. Nope, it was 25. Sorry, they were all 25. So different hand towels over here. I like some of those patterns and designs on those. $25. This little mat has some tassels on it. That one's pretty. I have yet to find one that I like. Another good berry color here. Ooh, I like the coordinating shower curtain with that one. My bathroom right now, I bought everything just kind of basic white. And now I'm really starting to kind of want something a little more colorful in there, but I just don't know what I want yet. I like the hand towels, as you can see up there, how they have that little hook on it. It's really good when you can just kind of put them on the little hook and they dry real well. So these were pretty. I hope you can see the color pink. It's like a pink coral. These are $8 each. They're glass. I thought they were super fun. Also, these are cute. That was a good size little, kind of a good size coffee cup. Pasta bowl. And then here are some dishes. These would match beautifully with those the glasses up top. That's a little espresso cup and saucer. Small bowl. Let's see. I wanted to show you all this. So for Target, these are pretty good deals. I always check Sam's and Walmart because sometimes they tend to go a good $10 to $20 lower than Target. However, for Target pricing, this is pretty good. So that's the Hearth and Hand one, $350, sorry for that one. It has a copper bowl. All of the attachments are also on sale. I didn't know a lot of these attachments even existed, to be honest with you. But this store had a really good selection of attachments. So there's a shaved ice attachment. I didn't know that was a thing. And now I think I need one. That one is $90. And then the ice cream mixer bowl. I didn't know that one was one either. But look at this one. The bread bowl with the baking lid. That's awesome. That is the Hand and Hearth replacement bowl. Then they have this blender down, or blender, sorry, I just saw a blender up there. That mixer was $300 on the very bottom. The hand mixers were also on sale, $45. They've got the red, they had a gray one, but that's in my cart. I desperately needed a hand mixer. Have any of you tried this Ninja Creami? It's on sale for $180. I think Costco also. I need to take you all to Costco. I think they also had it on sale recently too. The big ice cream machine right there. $49, $50 here for the little K Mini Mate. They had it in so many different colors. Okay, who has heard of a Nod Pod? It was $92. It says naturally calms overactive minds. That might be worth my $92, y'all. Man, who knows something about this? Let me know in the comments. All right, I also need to get a gingerbread house. These are currently, even though it said $12, it was actually $10. So a little bit of a discount on that, but we are going to get one of those. Oh, they also have the little village one. We've done those before, but I'm going to do just the single size. Just this one. keep that for a project when the grands come over. Oh my goodness, there is just about this whole, it just smells like sugar over here. What are these? Looks like we've got some fun chocolates over here. So $10 and indulgent milk chocolates. Those are really pretty. This also caught my attention, peppermint bites. Oh my goodness. $10 for those also. What else do we have in here? Are these truffles? Sorry, my hair's getting in the way of the picture. Sorry about that. These are kind of cool also. Oh my goodness, $10 for those. Looks like it's like a hot chocolate set in there. Assorted chocolate. No, it's just assorted chocolates. Okay. All right, we are going to check out this collection also. So we've got some candy garland. Those are pretty. Let's see. $35 was the garland. And then these are all glass ornaments in here, $8 each. I think this is a mushroom. Yes, it is. There's another mushroom. Let's see what else we have. A Jolly Roger. The house is cute. I do like the house. And then we have the peppermint and the ginger. Got a snowman. Those are really fun. Let's see. These are stuffed. I was trying to think how to describe that, but not like a soft stuffed animal. Like they have the ability to, you know, they're standing up. So this one is all beaded. It's really pretty. And that was $40. This one is $35. And what do we have down here? Some cookies. Yum. Vanilla bean. What is this tin? Ooh, peppermint. Okay. That's peppermint bark. And looking at the ingredients, I don't know if you're able to see those, but it was fairly basic, limited ingredients. So it didn't have any, like, there were no crazy food colorings or anything like that in it, which was kind of nice. And there's certain things I have to look at just from food allergies, so that would be an okay thing for me. $30. These are pretty. I wish they had them on display. These are empty gift boxes down here. And then the stockings, they had them in two different styles. The Santa pillow is really pretty, very, very detailed. There's some beading, there's some sequin, $45 for that. These are gift tags. Peel and stick, okay. And these are on strings. And then he has a little collection of gift bags and wrapping paper. These are all $15 along this bottom shelf right here. Then we get over into these over here in this size. This one is $30. I expected those to be a little bit more than that, so I think that was priced pretty well. Then we have some little pom-pom garland. $15 for those. So you'll see there's a lot of empty spaces in the Christmas items. So seriously, as I've been going through the stores, a lot of the Christmas items are starting to be sold out, which is to be expected. Let's see what else. They did have a lot of, hold on, these are really cute. It's a little 3-pack of deer. And they're cute. They're real, you know, kind of that real look to them. That was $15 for that 3-pack. And then all of these trees in here, I love these. I love that kind of swirl cut. Little bit of glitter on these, not too much. Way up top, 15 for those deer. Then down on the bottom, these larger trees, those are pretty. Little bit of gold glitter on all of those. Except the green one, it had white snow. I'm going to pull something off the top shelf here that I want to show you. Hang on. Very retro Christmas tree. I love that. That is glass. And this little house over here does light up. Let's see what else we can find over here. There's still a little bit of Christmas left over here. A lot of the little birds. I thought it was a bag of snowballs at first. It's another thing of snowball garland. That's pretty. And the big stuffed birds. Those bird Santas too. This is a peppermint kind of twist garland, like a braid. That is $15. It was not very long. It was kind of a shorter one. Little red and white also. This little birdie looks like she is all done up for her New Year's party. Is she called Gala? Do they have names? Is that what that is? That's really cute. Who is into collecting those birds? And the tree has a little bit of a sweater pattern to it. That's pretty. That's 15. They did have a good amount of stockings left at both stores that I went to. These I thought were fun. $12, you could put your picture frame in there, or put your picture into the frame. The stockings, these were all 20. Some good patterns. I like the polka dot one. So these were stocking holder blocks, and it's a clear acrylic block. I thought that was interesting. I'd not seen those before.